Today I have invited back Dan from Off the Great Wall.
What's up, guys?
Of course, Mike came along as well.
Gotta have the mic.
And then, of course, beautiful E. Hey guys! I wanted to actually start a conversation, so I'm actually hoping that the comment box is going to explode with all your comments because I want to hear from you guys, whether you guys agree with us or not, or whatever you think, and I want this to be an open discussion. It was more like, okay, if you were fat, you were unpopular, and if you were skinny, you were popular. I think that's what happened when I was growing up. And then because I was really lucky to be skinny back then, I could eat like tons and tons of chocolate and I would still be skinny as a stick, and I could wear anything because I had no fashion sense back then. I just thought, you know, when you're skinny, you can wear anything and still look good. If you had like just normal features and you didn't have acne and you were skinny, you were like hot. How do I say this? Because I was skinny throughout high school, but then as soon as after high school, I gained like 10 pounds, like that overnight. Well, not overnight, but probably I didn't realize I was still like, I didn't realize I stopped growing, but I still ate at the rate that I was eating while I was in high school. So I didn't realize I went from like a size 2 to a 4 to a 6 to an 8. I'm like, oh, maybe I should stop because my clothes don't fit anymore.
How old were you now?
Huh?
How old, when did this happen?
Oh, like just right after high school.
So that's like the freshman 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's normal though.
Everyone goes through that after high school.
Yeah, well, I didn't realize, and until someone actually said out to me, Mia, stop eating, and I'd be like, what? What are you talking about? And then it was only until then I realized how difficult it was to actually take the weight off, especially for girls, because it's actually really hard to take the weight off. Well, for me especially.
You know, I went to boarding school in China and people were very judgy back then. The duration of middle school, like for the first year I was oblivious. The second year I'm like, oh, wait a second, why am I the only girl here who doesn't brush my hair or something like that? and then by the time I realized it was too late. And then the third year I started taking care of myself and I could feel the other girls warming up to me a bit, because before no one wanted to talk to me because they're like, ew, like you're so, like, you're not fashionable, you don't take care of your face, you don't brush your hair, you're just gross. So nobody wanted to be friends with me. I'm like, must be a reason that I'm not so popular. So basically, if you had all these nice clothes, but you didn't take care of your face, people would be like, you know, she just has money and she doesn't know how to act. She actually doesn't look good on her face. Mm-hmm. But if she's like really pretty and she wears shaggy clothes, people are more willing to like overlook that, you know, because they're like, oh, you know, she's very attractive, but it's like she doesn't know how to like be fashionable yet, but that'll come later in life.
I think for guys, I noticed that when you're growing up, like in high school, middle school, nobody really cared what you wore. Like for me, I got made fun of because I went to the opposite side. I wore women's clothes. Okay, my sneakers had pink on them. So I was obviously like, you know, I would wear turtlenecks in the dead of summer. I was getting made fun of, so I had to do a drastic change. Up until first year high school, I did not care at all what I wore. And this is also because my parents were kind of poor. We couldn't buy clothes for me, and I didn't have any brothers.
Same with Dan. I grew up in a very poor family here. When I was growing up in elementary school and middle school all the way through high school, I had no idea what I was wearing. And I was wearing these like $20 shoes you get at Walmart. And honestly,
same here.
I didn't even have like my mom would make clothes for me. And,
really?
and she would make my, like, this is when I was much younger, she would make my underwear. So I didn't even wear like, you know, like regular underwear until like what, high school or something.
All right, so obviously you were teased to death about your girl clothes,
yeah.
But was there anything like about your features, about your hair?
The main thing for guys, I think, when they're young is obviously, like you're saying, skinny or fat. Like those are definitely things that you get teased about. But like, I just want to make sure I didn't smell. Because for me, smell was very important. Like there's some kids that stank and to me that was like not beautiful, not attractive.
In other words, he's not a good example because he is not bad looking on the face. No one teases him because he doesn't have acne. He wasn't fat. He's not that.
You were like
he's
the
not
cool
that short.
kid. You were actually the cool kid.
But this is what is interesting.
I felt pressure. We're talking about standards of beauty, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like in high school, to me, I was not beautiful. I was not attractive. I was just funny and nice. There's a direct correlation for men, at least. I don't know about Mike, but like if I didn't get a lot of attention from girls, it's because I didn't dress well. So that could be true or not, but in my mind, that was true. So it's like the better you dress and the better you presented yourself, the more attention you would get from girls. So I don't know about you.
Yo, I hope I can dig up a picture of myself in freshman college. I walk in, right, and I'm rocking like Chinese shades.
Oh my
And,
god.
Dude, I want to see these photos.
Chinese shades,
I wanna see these
shirt tucked in, like
Oh, God.
look like a total like my
scrawny.
roommates told me. My roommates told me, they were like, yeah, you look like some kind of triad mafia guy. You came into college, and this is like Kirksville, Missouri. This is like a little college. It's not like New York City where there were other Asians. So I stood out on campus. I looked like a kind of a doofus, just like walking around. And then I was like, and then I started working out with my roommate, and then I noticed girls like the muscles. You kind of learn that. I didn't learn that until college.
You should have a shirt that says "Girls like
Girls
the
like the
muscles."
muscles.
And then I'm like, yo, working out is cool. And then like, I was able to get like a 6-pack, and I was like, yeah. Then it became kind of like a rush to me when I actually started to like.
It became like an addiction.
You started to, oh my God, like girls are paying attention to me. It started becoming like a drug. You're like, whoa.
Addiction, yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this is really cool. Girls are checking me out. This is really awesome. Let me do more of this stuff.
Yeah.
And then,
And then you look like the Arnold Schwarzenegger of Asia,
yeah, exactly. It's like,
but not as tall.
And do you think this muscle has helped you out in that department? Well, I have to say, even though girls might not agree with me, and if you don't agree with me, I know you're lying, because I think this is true. Like, having a good physique adds so much more points to a guy. Like,
Oh, wait. You're saying if a guy had better physique, it's a
plus
plus.
points. Yeah.
Of
plus
course,
points for sure.
yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
always
of course,
thought
yeah.
I always thought girls didn't care that much.
Yeah. A lot of girls would say they don't care, but trust me, they care.
It should be well proportioned and healthy
Yeah.
looking. In my school, like throughout middle and high school, there were a few guys who were definitely not the buff type,
Yeah.
But they were very, how do you say, like they were very powerful, like they were really popular or something. So anyways, girls dig that way more than the.
is that because the girls all have like this? All girls to some extent maybe have a little father issues where they're like they want to date somebody who like they feel protected. They feel could
That has
protect
nothing
them.
to do with father issues. Every girl wants to be protected anyways.
Like, do you feel pressure to still strive for a standard of beauty even today, or are you happy with what you are?
See, I think it has a lot to do with who you hang with, because I know when I was hanging with a lot of girls who are actually from mainland China, because it's so common there and everyone does it there, I think, because it seems like they're okay with it. All the girls
You mean
have,
like plastic surgery?
yeah, sorry, I'm
Cosmetic
talking about, like just, artificial, augmentation to their faces or bodies, whatever. So everyone all had Botox, or somewhere injected in their face. All of them had something to do with their nose, Nose job is a huge thing. Like they've probably done it 3 or 4 times, either changing the size or extending the bridge or whatever. Like they've done that. And to them, it's normal. Like it's standard procedure. And I mean, the whole double eyelid thing, that's like not even considered like a surgery. It's considered a facial.
It's like, oh, you haven't had that yet?
It's like, hello.
I had that during lunchtime.
So like when I'm with them, I feel like I kind of need to do this. Like maybe I need to do my chin. Maybe I need to do my
Still
eyes.
today.
When I'm with them,
Yeah.
but when I'm not with them, I feel like, you know what, I'm okay like this. I'm happy with where I am. I mean, I have two chins, I just need to put more bronzer on.
Now at 30, I'm like, you know what? Really, like for me, I don't feel the pressure at all anymore. Like I just want to keep my body basically healthy so that I could live longer and age less. But now to me, beauty all comes from within.
So I have 2 questions for you guys. The first question is, what is the most extreme thing that you have done to yourself to alter your appearance or your standard of beauty? For you, is it gym, muscle making?
Probably. That was like,
Is that extreme? That's not extreme. That's pretty normal.
yeah.
Well, the
think-
most
yeah.
extreme.
The most
I mean-
out of everything that you've done.
Look, I'm a like old-fashioned naturalist kind of guy. Like I appreciate natural beauty. I feel that when you're attracted to somebody, I'm not just saying this. There needs to be a certain degree of attraction, but you're gonna get used to how the other person look like fairly quickly, and then it's all about how you get along and personality. So for me, like I never did much to like alter the way I look, because it's the same principle with me. Either you like me or you don't like me. And so the only thing I do is I work out, because it is a funny reason why I still work out to this day. Okay, it's because if I stop working out, like this stuff, it just like
Yeah.
just like dropped to the
No,
ground.
yeah.
It's just like
Oh, that's
Well, this is why I don't want to bulk up too much, because I know that's the case. The worst thing I thought about, I think when I was young, and I came to terms with it real quick, is when I was growing up, I looked at Caucasians, because I grew up looking around Caucasians. I'm like, dang, like blue eyes, blonde hair, like really pronounced bridges. I'm like, dang, that's like what women like. And I wanted to be that. But now I'm like, dude, women, it's just, you know, they don't like just that, you know, women like all kinds of looks, so.
I think the most drastic thing I ever did was braces, I think. My mom actually has this theory. She thinks that you will not get work
If you have
if you
crooked
don't
teeth.
have crooked teeth.
That's
It's
what my
so
mom says
weird.
too.
She goes, a girl or men, actually people in general look better with straight teeth. So
That is the truth.
So she was like, you have to get braces. And I remember my teeth wasn't even that bad. It was just I just had like rabbit teeth, which I still have now, and I just have like crooked teeth on the bottom, which you couldn't really see because I have fat lips. So. Anyways, I had braces for 3 years, which didn't make a big difference.
Yeah, but I didn't do that much to anything. But I have, in terms of weight, I always go on these crazy diets. Back in the day when I was in middle school, I went on the spinach egg diet. Spinach is like, you know, provides me with vitamin C, egg provides me with protein, no carbs. That's it. And then I would just eat that for morning, breakfast, and dinner, sometimes not even dinner. And I would just go on this insane diet, and then I would lose like 20 pounds.
When was this?
This was middle school. I would have it like every year for some reason. Like if every time I found that I feel like I gained a little bit of weight, I'm like, time to do this spinach and egg diet. And then I lose like 20 pounds over like a couple months, and then I stay that way for a while, then I gain a little bit more, and then I do it again. So like I stayed pretty thin all throughout for a certain amount of time during middle school and high school. And then once I got to college, I stopped doing it because I was like, it's just gonna come back.
All right, so my last question is, if you were to change one thing, what would it be?
Nothing. I wouldn't change anything.
He's so cocky.
No, it's not. I love every part of me. Like it really took me like 25 years to really come to terms with who I was. Like I was very self-conscious growing up. I'm not gonna change anything about my height. I'm 5'5". I'm short as heck, okay? But you know what? I give inspiration to short guys out there, because you know when I was growing up, things that encouraged me was I'd be like, oh, I find out like, oh, Tom Cruise is like 5'6". Oh, Ben Stiller is like 5'3". Those things actually like help me out.
All right, mine's pretty simple. Like, I want to be a bit taller, not for the reason you would think. Like, I don't really care that like girls be like, oh yeah, I don't date short guys. You know what? Fine, no big deal to me. I want to be a little taller because you know what? Right now at my height, and because I work out a lot, I look thicker than I want to look. and I love to eat.
Oh man.
So I want to be a little taller so I can stretch out, so I can stretch a bit more, so I'm like a little more like.
So you can eat more.
So I can eat more.
Oh,
That's basically
man.
it.
Okay.
Like, oh, I don't know, how do I start? Like, there's a whole list. Like, I wish I could be a little bit skinnier. I wish I had more eyelashes. I wish I had one chin, not two. And I obviously wish I had a double eyelid, so I don't need to keep putting an eyelid tape on. I mean, there's a lot of things I wish I could have. But at the end of the day, I think the biggest thing is maybe I wish I had a more of accepting heart, so I can accept how I am and be confident in what I am or who I am today, and not be so critical of myself all the time, because I think that does hinder how you interact with people, how you present yourself, how well you do in society or in your work, in your daily life, whatever. So I think that's very important, to be more accepting.
I would have to agree with you. Like, I usually don't think about what I want to change in myself because I feel like I would open a floodgate of things. When I don't think about it, I'm like, I'm pretty good. I think I can carry on in life without thinking about this. But I think if I would want to change something, I would want to make my face a little bit smaller, because being in the TV industry, it's just like everything else is okay, because you can fix your eyes, because you can put on eyelid tape, or you can just put on a little bit of makeup, and you can contour your nose to make it taller. Those are all things I'm okay with, because I don't really care in daily life. As long as on screen I'm not disappointing my broadcast company, I'm not disappointing the viewers, because viewers do enjoy like a more angular face and a smaller face, Asian viewers, in my opinion.
So one piece of advice I would give is life is long. Like, high school is 4 years of your life. It could be very traumatizing, but don't worry. Like, if you're being made fun of or whatever, like, just go watch a movie about how somebody in high school bloomed in college, because that's what I did, and I'm very happy. So, don't go thinking that your life sucks and go, traumatizing yourself.
Basically, guys, what I've learned is that it always gets better. life is just always gets better. Like whatever you run into, you think it's the end of the world, it's never the end of the world, okay? That's all.
I just feel like as long as you're healthy, everyone can look attractive. But like you feel like, wow, I'm in a rut, I don't get any attention from guys or girls, and I really want that, and I really want to, you know, I really want to shine. There's always ways to package yourself without like cutting your face up or like doing drastic changes. Like, you know, buy like some, you know, cool new clothes, clean yourself up a bit, smell better, and then all of a sudden, everyone can look attractive.
Going through my personal experience, I think that there's always going to be someone out there who loves you the way you are. It doesn't matter if you have like a weird growth on your face, or if you have super bad temper, or if you have really, you know, bad habits, whatever it is, or maybe you smell.
Well, why'd
someone
you look at me
out
when you
there,
said you smell?
someone out there is
Why
gonna,
did you look at me when you said you smell?
Because you said that you don't like people that smell.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yes. So I'm saying there was always going to be someone out there who's going to love you the way you are. So I'm just saying, focus on what you are good at. Focus on what makes you feel happy. Focus on what you think is your best trait, and just focus on that. It will become brighter, and then you will actually forget about all the negative stuff. So I think that's what it is. Being positive, focus on the good things, and then you will find someone, or that person will come where he loves or she loves everything about you. So we are open to any comments. Tell us what you think, tell us what you feel, tell us everything you want to tell us, and maybe share your stories, you know, what makes you confident or not, or what makes you feel beautiful or not, and share this with your friends. You know, let everybody join the conversation. We're gonna have a huge explosive comment box down there, so read and write away. Anyways, don't forget to check out their channels, Off the Great Wall. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.